to Life at the Laundry Garden, episode 4, I think. There's something, first of all, I'd like to show you, just quickly. It's here in the hallway. Oh, look, dahlias and gladioli. How pretty are they? Look at that one there, just that raspberry and white one. That is called tartan. That big one there is Spartacus, which is one of my favourites. Then we've got labyrinth and those beautiful orange ones, those nice big pom-pom ones. Oh, Sylvia. And oh, we've got all kinds in there. But I just thought I'll show you because they look gorgeous. Anyway, back in the kitchen. My house is completely upside down at the moment because we've still got the puppies and my son is also getting himself, hence the chaos in the hallway. My son's heading to America, sort of in the next few months, cycling across. So he's collecting all his bits and pieces for that. So it's just a little bit chaotic here. Okay, you might have gathered, I do love dahlias and I've been growing them for about, I'd say about 6 years or so. They extend the season, I think. They keep going right up until the first frosts. And as soon as I discovered dahlias, that was it for me. I just had to have more and more. Now I don't know how many I've got. But I will take you out into the garden now to show you, because I need to do some watering. I've got Rowan and Hannah here today in the garden with me, which again is a rarity, but Rowan's been away and it's sort of clashed that they're both here today, which is excellent. It's really dull outside. We've had some scorching weather over the past few days and it's quite nice to know that we're going to be out in the garden today and it's overcast and we're not going to get cooked because it gets very hot in the wall garden. And that's exactly where we're going to be working. Well, I'm going to finish my cup of tea and I'm going to do a little bit of watering. I'll bring you with me and show you how lovely the dahlias are looking. And while I'm chatting with you, I've got at my feet Penny, the Black Spaniel, and Amber, the Golden Retriever, playing. They're so sweet, how they just love each other so much. It's adorable. I also have another dog. And there's a high chance he's probably in his bed. There he is, little Digger. So Digger's our terrier. Old man. Yes, hello Penny. And he'll probably join us while I'm watering as well. Right, better get outside. Before I do any watering or gardening, this lot come first. I'm going to have a bit of a stroll around a field and then we will head straight into the wall garden and get watering some dahlias. Now it's highly unusual for me to be wearing a vest top in September. But last night was extremely hot and clammy. It's really nice to come out into the garden wearing something quite cool. It's still quite warm, but it's, oh, here come the dahlias. Here they are, about to be wrecked by the puppy. They're looking okay. I must say I did have a lot more last year and I did leave them in and I think we're going to lift them this winter, autumn, and it will just refresh them. And I will do some editing, so keep some favourites like this labyrinth, and absolutely definitely Spartacus, and many others, but there will be some I probably won't keep, but they will all need splitting. The tubers are going to be quite big. They've been in about 3 years, and it's a good time to refresh everything. And while I'm in here, I hear a little voice, and Hannah's here quite early, which is great. What happens when I have Hannah and Rowan, or either or, in the garden, we spend the first 10 minutes walking the area that we want to focus on and talk about how we're going to garden it, what we're going to do. Oh, it started raining. Hannah, it started raining. Oh, should we do a rain dance?
I'm wearing white. It'll be like a white t-shirt competition.
So here's Hannah. Oh, the heavens are opening. Perfect. I'm going to stand underneath the plane trees actually, although I do like getting soaked. The main focus is going to be this cutting border here. This one on the other side was done the other day by darling Hannah, but today I'm going to be joining her to finish off this side. And we're basically going to tidy it up, leave a few things like the Gara spilling over and any dahlias that like to just spill over as well, and make more sense of it, just tidy up so we can get through the pathways, deadheading. And as you can see, Hannah is starting to do the iris here. Actually, let me show you what she's doing. Right, so all the brown bits you just pull off. But there's actually a bit of a knack to pulling them off. You basically, it's like peeling an onion, I suppose. So here's an example, and you literally just peel like this, and it comes off much, much easier. And once you've taken away all the dead bits that have spent, see, just peel it off. Then what Hannah's going to show us now is you take the stems and you cut them into a fan shape, just like that. And then you start with something like that and end with something looking a bit like that. Here are the dahlias. I'm going to do some deadheading as well. So I'm going to just give them a good drink. Well, we're halfway through the day and we're way over halfway through. So I've been working on this side and Hannah's been working on that side. On the ground here is some tansy, which I've ripped out near the white phlox just over there, because I don't want it to go to seed, because it will seed everywhere. And as much as I do like it, it can become a little bit of a thug and pop up all over the place. However, there are some things that have popped up that I'm really, really pleased about. And that is this. This is Hesperus, and it's the purple Hesperus, which was in here, and it has seeded here, which is brilliant. And we're going to pluck out these nice healthy looking shoots and make some little slots in this area here, so that I've got some for next year. Happy days. Another thing that's really, really delighted me tremendously is this Gara here, which is going great guns, has also had babies. Look at this. Absolutely delighted. And it's really dotted coming up along here. And that's pretty much how we garden here. It's by accidental propagation. I'm not a big seed sower, but if something decides to seed itself, that means it likes it here and it wants to be here. So in my books, that's the best way, because at least I know it wants to stay in this area and it'll grow better that way. A lot of people ask me why foxgloves do so well here. Well, that's because I let them seed around and I leave them where they seed sometimes, or I'll just move them to another place nearby, and that tends to work brilliantly. Okay, so Hannah and I have finished this part of the cutting garden. It's looking great, really lovely. So everything has been just weeded out, tidied, and some of the stakes have been taken down as well from some of the plants that have gone over now, that came up in sort of early summer. And then you can just appreciate the dahlias a bit more. So it's a bit of a better pathway to get to them as well. Oh, look. How gorgeous is this? We've got some asters about to pop here. And where I've been working on this side, we've got some nice white phlox. Some more asters popping here. This is about to pop any minute now. This is called Aster September, and it's got this beautiful sort of white daisy flower. It's lovely. So we've got a few hours, well, not a few, we've got a couple of hours left of the day, and Rowan has been working on the west border, so we're both going to go over and join him and do as much as we can in there. Here they are, just here. So this is I've never really given it such a name. I call it the new west border. It's the border that's just further on from Maggie's border that we sorted the irises out in episode 1. This border has got more irises in, there are some under the plane trees as well that I showed you earlier. So we're just, again, plucking out some weeds that have popped up and just tidying it a little bit to bring it back to looking just a little bit more orderly. I deliberately planted this border to give more of a later show, hence this Persicaria red dragon and this Eupatorium here. We're getting a bit of a second flush from some of the roses, and this Nepeta, the Nepeta, let me show you what's really excited me. My mother-in-law gave me this pink Nepeta here. It's just going over, but I won't be cutting it back because I rather like it now as well. Oh, it's had major babies. Look at all of these. So at some point we're going to come back to here and pop them all on. So if anybody wants some of this lovely pink Nepeta, let me know. Today is ridiculously humid and we're all sweating buckets here and drinking as much as possible, and I've noticed a few plants looking a little bit wilty, like this one. This is a Physocarpus here, and I can tell straight away it's looking a little bit parched, so I'm going to give that a good drink. Also, probably not so much this one, but this is Persicaria red dragon, and again it's slightly looking a little bit wilty, so I'm going to give that a little bit of a drink later as well. So it's good for me to check a few things and just be quite selective on watering plants that need it the most. But generally, yeah, it's looking really good already. Everyone's gone now, and I've managed to give the Physocarpus here a good watering can of water, and also the Persicaria here, which is, you can see, it does look a little bit sorry. It'll perk up, it'll be fine by tomorrow. I might keep an eye on that Physocarpus actually. Anyway, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.